All right, still working from the learner's book. Let's turn the page. Hope your book is ready. You're going to read this rhyme. It is a nonsense rhyme. A nonsense rhyme means that it is silly, so it doesn't necessarily make sense. It's just for fun. Fire, fire, says Obadiah. Where, says Mrs. Pear. Behind the rocks, says Dr. Fox. Put it out, shouts Mr. Pout. I've no bucket, says Miss McTucket. Use my shoe, says Betsy Lou. It's just a bit of fun. Okay, so the important information to note for this, you can work with a friend, also known as your mom and dad, you can work. You can say the names of the people in the rhyme. Who is this? Who is this person? Who is this person? And we need to note that each name begins with a capital letter. Do you see? Obadiah, Mrs. Pear, that's her name. Dr. Fox, that's his name. Mr. Pout, that's his name. And then we have Miss McTucket, that's her name. And Betsy Lou, they all have capital letters. I want you to be able to point to each of the capital letters in each name. Then you need to find 2 exclamations. That is your exclamation. Write the word and the exclamation. Find 2 question marks. Write the word and the question mark. That you can also do in your English exercise book. All right, let's move on to the next one. Here we're going to read the words. Draw a line with your finger to match the words that rhyme. Write the rhyming pairs in your notebook. Now we know we do not write in this book whatsoever. So you are going to write out these into your workbook. You're going to write all of these words and then you're going to draw the lines to match. So you've got a few things that you can do in your thick English book. Okay, what's important to note is these words rhyme, but they have very different spellings. They are not like cat and hat. Fire and Obadiah are written very differently, but they have the same ending sound. Your next point is to try and find another word that rhymes with each pair. So if I have fire, Obadiah, and my next word is going to be tire. There I have my 3 different words. Okay. So here we see rocks, rhymes with fox and box. Ding dong, turn the page. Okay, here is a long thing for you guys to read. So I'm going to read it quite slowly for you. Okay, so these are some of the questions that we ask before we read a story. And we know the story is about swimming. So we ask, how do you feel when you go swimming? Do you feel happy? Do you feel scared? Do you feel excited? What do you like to do when you go swimming? Do you like to swim laps? Do you like to jump in and make water bombs? What do you like to do? Next, it says you are going to read the rhyming story. You can swim, Jim. And then you're going to answer the questions. What do you think it is about? And where do you think the story happens? So I just want you to be able to talk about these questions. You don't have to write about them. You can just talk about them. All right, let's read. You Can Swim, Jim by Kay Emanski. Splash! Whoopee! Hey, look at me. I'm first one in. The water's fine. Sam, don't howl. You've lost your towel. Jilly says she's feeling chilly. Clive can dive. Look, there he goes. Come on in, Jim. You can swim, Jim. Take a jump and hold your nose. Don't look grim, Jim. You can swim, Jim. You can swim, you know you can. Jim looks grumpy, gone all humpy. Says he doesn't want a dip. Going off to buy some biscuits. Mind it's slippy, Jim, don't trip. Splash! Jim's in trouble, lots of bubbles. Where's he gone? Oh dearie me. Up he bobs and look, he's smiling. Hey there, you lot, watch him go. You can swim, Jim, you can swim, Jim, you can swim. I told you so. Okay, please practice reading that. Then you can look at these questions. You don't have to answer these in your book. I think you can just tell your mom and dad, or you can just practice, because there's quite a bit to do this week. So, who is this in the picture? Who is this? How is Jim feeling? And what happens to Jim in the end? Can you think of a question about the story? Okay. Then you can talk about the characters. We have Sam, Clive, and Jilly. What do we know about Jilly? Jilly was feeling chilly. Clive can dive, and Sam, what can Sam do? Okay, next you're going to read each word and find a word that rhymes with it. You can swim, Jim. Then write the word. Jim and swim. Nose and dip and so and trouble and humpy and. So look in the passage over here and find the words. You can write this in your exercise book. All right, let's look at our next page. Okay, now you're going to look in your You Can Swim, Jim again. You're going to find these words and you're going to read the words aloud and make up an action for each. So we're going to go, whoopee, howl, chilly, dive, woo, come on in, swim, splish, splish, take a jump and hold your nose, grim, grumpy, slurpy, splash. Where's he gone? Watch him go. Okay, you can practice performing the poem and using your actions that you have made for these words. Okay, the last part is you need to read each sentence and write a word to rhyme with each name. Example, you can swim, Jim. These are the words we have to help you. We have skate, ski, attack, dive, win, and kick. You are just going to practice reading. You can dive, Clive. You can ski, Bee. You can blah blah, Finn. You can blah blah, Jack. You can blah, Kate. You can blah, Nick. Just practice reading those. I think you have enough writing to do today.